Greetings once again. Study these videos. Then go to the Bible, Old Testament, Malachi 4, 5, and 6. Let's get it on.
Created upon such laws. We can't erase that. Somebody got to be the real.
Islam is equality. I mean, what do we mean by equality then?
The nation of Islam, equality. Pardon me, we are just talking, over, how we look at things. And I'm just asking you on, candidate,
No, I don't need to turn the questions over to you.
No. But if you say that you think that the races should be merged in and live together and not be separated, I'm asking you, where do you find it? Why can you point to me in the past history where that such ever happened and that it was a success?
Happened considerably. I don't know what we mean by success, but racial mixture has been going on in the world.
I know
thousands of years.
I know that ever since you've been here in the sun, it has been going on.
Yes.
It's your father's idea. This was in the work of your people, not in ours. It was the father's ideal of your people, was to mix them in and yet make them dominate. But as we hinted at this some time ago, going into really the core of the thing, maybe we may start pulling away poles apart. But still, we must come to the knowledge of truth in the thing and the justice in it. Does it look reasonable, or does it look intelligent, I should say, for you and I to merge in together, and you yet dominate?
Not dominate.
Well, one of us got to dominate the other. We can't live.
Why must it be that all the people who are dominant will be of one color and all the people who are not dominant will be of the other color?
We don't.
Why won't there be people of each color?
Oh, why?
Among the dominant.
We have it like that. It was like that when you started dominating the world. We had brown, yellow, and red dominating in one sphere to themselves and to the other.
You see, we have there's one difficulty in our trying to explore one another's opinions on these things, and that is that while I respect religions, all people's religions,
this is not based upon, the question here is not based upon a religion. It's based upon people. And just forget about religion.
Well,
you are telling me in words that are the way you see it. It would be better for us to try to live on here and try and make ourselves social members, citizens, along with the white man, instead of trying to go for ourselves and make for ourselves independent government for ourselves as the white man. But your picture is that your best bet is to try and make friendship with these people and let them teach and train you how they will respect you as a member among themselves, but they still will run the country. They still will be the dominant rulers and not us. They can't say that they will strike a dividing line. If you had said in the beginning that it would be nice that you both live together and become neighbors and act like neighbors or friends instead of separated. But one should have a room here and the other should have a room over there. This is what I'm asking. If I can't go to my own home, will you give me a room in your home that that I can call my own room and not just a room in your house. That you can evict me anytime you desire. It depends on my act. But if I'm given a room, then I own that room and I will be the landlord of my own room. And if you are to help me to get the room started, in building the room, creating the room, supporting the room for a length of time, I have to show to you that I'm worthy of it, or the conditions between you and I.
I understand what you're saying, but my attitude would be this. I would say that it is not, I would not favor giving to a whole group this idea of a room. I would say that every individual, no matter what race or color he may be, has the right to have this room of his own, to have a right to do what he is capable of as an individual.
I think you're misunderstanding me. I don't mean just the Muslims have.
Yes, I understand. I mean all the Negroes.
All the people in America.
No, I don't believe that the Jews should be given that opportunity as a group of Jews. I don't believe that the Poles or the Christians or the Methodists, and I don't believe that the Negroes ought to be given that opportunity as a group of Negroes to stay together, live together, and have this room that they can call their own. I believe that every individual who is prepared in his own way, as an individual, intellectually, emotionally, psychologically, should have the absolute right to achieve everything that he can achieve. That nobody ought to stand in his way except in the ordinary matters of the laws of the land, which apply to everybody, not just to this individual. I think that, and I believe that there are many Negroes, I mean, even to say it that way already sounds condescending, but I see no reason why Negroes are not already prepared to live fully, completely equal lives in their own way, to the extent that their individual capacities and their wealth, even, and their intellectual ability allows them.
Yes.
And that should be done on an individual basis for every individual who can do it.
Yes.
This is my own belief.
They are among us people that is capable of starting an independent government for themselves and their entire people. But they need help and support. But that same person trying now to become an equal member of the superior people that he's already enslaved under. I'm trying to get at that point. You're not advising me, which you could not. You couldn't advise me to leave America. That would be against the friendship of America and yourself. I'm not even asking for that. Well, I'm asking this to show me this truthfully, whether or not that the idea that the two this is on the table now. One group is working for separation, total separation, while another group is working for totally emerging in.
Sugar is sugar, salt is salt. If you can't comprehend yet, it ain't my fault. Stay tuned for part 5. Assalamu alaikum.